Cindy Arena and Sherry Soprani.
You know, I feel like we did
Take it easy. See,
I
you're
just
already
hit my camera.
She's already fucking it up.
No, listen. We haven't really had a chance to discuss this with Kai in the room. We discussed it on the last podcast. We gently discussed your pussy ass, but
we brought it up, but we didn't not with. So I wanted to you want to bring us in? Should we do it or should we just keep going?
Hey, listen, welcome to Degenerate Boomer. Let's go.
All right. So a couple weeks ago we mentioned how I got COVID on the way up to a gig, and by the time we got there, I was sick as shit. And I couldn't perform. So Cindy and Kai Von Doom had to cover the whole fucking time for me, okay? Which is kind of funny because I know you guys are sweating balls at that point. about how I don't even know anything about the show. Was it good? I didn't even ask you guys.
It was interesting.
So sick.
It was interesting. Okay, this particular place, I have been booking him for about a year now, this guy, for him. He's a cool dude, little dumpy bar in Oswego, fucking awesome crowd, but he wants over a 2-hour show every time. He said 2.5, and I'm like, dude, you're pushing it, okay? But I'm like, all right, fine. You know, we'll do it, okay? It was just me and Kai having to do a 2.5-hour show. So thank God it was Artemis, right?
Artemis.
Yeah. Well, so it was like it was by the time we left, I was like, man, I kind of felt because I missed my antidepressant. I skipped by mistake, so I skipped. So I was like, damn, I'm feeling funky because I didn't eat my Celexa. So I was like, oh shit, dude. I was like, but that's all right. I'll be fine. I was like, I took it, got it back in. By the time we got to Oswego, I'm gonna be fucking golden. And the longer we got up there, the more my body started getting cold, and the more I started making involuntary noises and shit.
I don't know if they were involuntary.
All I remember was just going. It was fun. It was shitty, dude.
You sounded like a ghost.
It was like, But listen, look. I mean, I know typically men are big babies when they're sick, but I didn't want to put that on you because you have withdrawn from heroin. I thought you would be hard as nails. You know, like you've almost
I was hard as nails, all right. Just the attention from all the bitches in the car. No, I was embarrassing. It was embarrassing.
But here I'm thinking that you could deal with that pain. It's like you've practically felt the pain of giving birth. How many times have you withdrawn?
Right. Okay, can I? First of all, I would never take that away from a woman. Okay, I wouldn't want to compare heroin from giving a birth. You know what I mean? Mentally, it's probably harder, to be honest with you, because at least you have something forward to look at the end. You have a child. At the end, I had like shit around me and realized I ripped off everybody I knew, you know? But no, I think it's the opposite for heroin addicts, to be honest with you. I think that because we're kind of babies. I think opiate addicts are babies. And when I'm sick, like I am the worst. That's exactly how I acted when I was going through dope withdrawals. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was a baby. Yeah, so I think
that's a whole new perspective because here I thought it would make him hard as nails.
No, and it brings me back, dude. It's like a flashback. All of a sudden, mentally, I'm like, it reminds me a lot of that shit. So it's like, you know.
So it's a little bit triggering on top of it all being that sick.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I was so sick though, dude.
Man, I've never been like dope sick, like, you know, so I don't know how bad that is, you know.
Me either.
But I didn't want to actively rip on you because I didn't know for sure. I'm like, if he is so sick and something bad happens, I'm going to feel bad that me and Kai were in the bar fucking rolling. Okay.
Dude, well, at least you're nicer than my family. I mean, like, they couldn't wait to roast me fucking when I called them. They're my sisters, you know, they're just roasting the shit out of me. So, you know, at least you
deserved it.
You think so?
I think so.
Damn, I was a bitch, huh?
My God.
I was. Well, you know what, dude? I know in that time I was like, this is the most. I was embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. I was like Artemis Kai, just like two hot chicks in the back. And I'm just sitting there like, oh.
Really, that's all he kept talking about. I can't believe I was a little bitch with those hot chicks in the back.
And dry heaving. Dude, nobody.
I woke up the next morning and I had like the worst migraine and I was like puking and shitting everywhere. And I was like, if I have exactly what Todd had and I'm still not like crying, like, I was just pissed. I was on the toilet just like shaking my fist. Like, I can't believe this shit.
Dude, I had COVID. I went there and I went to the, what do you call it? The urgent care. Mm-hmm. And I told him, I'm like, dude, I don't have COVID. I'm like, I know. I'm like, this doesn't feel, my lungs don't feel blah, blah, blah. And she's like, you probably are having a brain stroke or some shit. She's like, you need to go to the emergency. That's what they said.
Yeah, he's messaged me and he's like, dude, they think maybe
because
I was so,
remember,
I'm like, oh God, Kai.
Because remember how
thank God we didn't laugh actively in front of him. Because that was my fear.
Because I was so dizzy. I was so dizzy. It did not stop. I was like really dizzy. And so they're like, oh, maybe you're having a stroke. And they didn't even test me for COVID. And which is crazy they didn't test me for COVID. I mean, they listened to me when I said, oh, I don't think I have it. And they're like, okay. You know what I mean?
They just looked at you like, this old ass man, he had a stroke. Like, that's all there is to it.
Right.
They looked at you like,
don't even bother with the COVID. Yeah. This dude's fucking going to be droopy soon.
Mm-mm. Yeah, fun times.
Yeah. It was not great, man. It was 9 days of isolating too. Which is bullshit, to be honest. That's the worst part of it. Is like sitting there, can't nobody come to my like you brought me food to my screen. That was it. Like nobody could come by. It sucks.
Yeah. No. I mean, look, I had that flu like a few weeks ago, and I tested for the flu and COVID, and it came out positive for the flu, and I seriously felt like haven't been that sick in like 20 years. I felt, COVID. I got COVID 3 times. I didn't feel like that. So, but you made it, and we're here. We're here with the amazing Kai Von Doom.
I've podcasted with Kai on a couple of different adventures I've had in podcasting. We've had a couple of good shows together.
Run-ins.
We've had a few run-ins before. That's right. Yeah. So I heard about Big Dick Johnson or whatever the fuck that guy was.
Jonathan. Yeah.
Yeah. And then before that, we talked a lot about how Taylor Swift, you're like, I would punch her in the fucking vagina.
And I feel that way even more strongly.
Even more, probably. Now it's got to be way
would you
worse.
Here's if Taylor Swift came in and you could punch her, would you punch her in the vagina? Like, would that be the spot? Or are you going straight face like old school?
She's so tall. I feel like the vagina is where I would be able to reach.
That'd be like a good uppercut up in there. She might. Okay, now keep talking about this a little bit more if you can. What else would you do?
I don't know if I feel comfortable.
What else would you do with your arm?
This is getting a little violent now.
He wants her to say, I would punch her clothes off.
That's what he's waiting for.
Start mud wrestling.
Exactly. Yeah, I was just kind of
smack her titties around a little bit.
I had to unsnap her bra with my mouth.
I just had to. That's just how I fight.
It said on the bra.
Yeah. Kai just fell on top of her. What?
Right.
Just.
So, okay, wait.
Todd's getting his whole freaking wet dream right now.
No, I don't even. Taylor Swift, I don't think I've ever. Like, I look at her, I'm like, oh, she's kind of like a pretty plain Jane chick. You know what I mean? I don't.
She got a real long back.
She got a long back?
Yeah. No ass, just a long back.
She can take a long penis then, probably, dude. If you think about it. I mean,
with no cheeks? No way.
Yeah, but she's got all that fucking area to fuck something to go.
The best is Gabby is sitting and listening to this, and he is like,
there's a lot of back. Her spine.
Gabby is like, oh.
Dude, fucking Gabby wants a mic so bad right now.
No, yeah, well, I mean, don't worry, we're gonna get Gabby. It's all right. But
back to Swifty and Kai fucking mud wrestling.
I would fight her for Travis Kelce.
Who's that? Oh, is that the football player guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So now every time I watch a football game, I have to see this bitch. Hear about this bitch. I can't escape her.
Yeah.
Like I already couldn't, and now it's even worse.
Now it's like insane. Like, I don't know if it's because I love Taylor and I do watch too many of her clips, because like my entire news feed is like children being murdered in Gaza and Taylor Swift. I'm like, what have I done to my news feed? You know what I mean? Like the algorithm is just like messing with me badly. But man, there's a big hair on this.
Sorry.
Yeah, but do you think a lot of the Swifties really did not know about football? Do you think you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think there was a lot of crossover.
Maybe we
there.
need,
No, right?
I think we need Taylor Swift to go to fucking Gaza. That's what you're trying to tell me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
right.
Like she obviously has so many people. People love her. Everybody, you go over there, and maybe she's
gonna cause world peace.
Is the Antichrist that's gonna go over there. It's gonna, you know what I mean? She's gonna think that she needs. I believe Taylor Swift can really help us in this situation right now.
A lot of people were saying,
whether she's the Antichrist or if she's just we end up finding that she is the Christ.
No,
Taylor could be. She's, you know what I mean? People love her. I'll be honest with you guys right now. I don't know one song by Taylor Swift. One.
Come on.
What's her most famous song?
Shake It Off?
Yeah, I think so.
Crossover wise, maybe. Shake It Off. Shake It Off. I don't know. I cannot sing, especially.
She had that song with Kendrick Lamar. What was that?
She did?
Yeah.
Damn, she just went up on my fucking credit a little bit, to be honest with you now.
Kendrick went down. And
Touche, motherfucker. All right.
Yeah, but the Swifties.
I thought we were onto something with having her go over to Gaza. I thought that was like
she would
there
make
was some
it worse.
comedy gold in there somewhere.
She'd definitely make it worse. She would be over there killing Palestinians herself. She would be killing Palestinian babies.
That's you think that's what
I think that's what she does
like
for
Rambo?
fun in general.
In general, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like we don't know if Taylor's been for a week. She's like over in Palestine, just fucking up Gaza, all the Palestinian kids.
Yeah. Yep.
Damn.
Quote me on that.
Listen.
Oh wait, why you gotta be so mean?
Yeah, that's
Why you gotta be so mean? That's what all she gotta say, dude.
That's it. You know the song. You know it.
Why you gotta be so mean? All right, I believe that she is the key to finding some kind of, whether it's the end of the world or the lightness.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know that everybody is like, if you were Taylor Swift, what's the first thing you would do when you wake up in the morning? And all the girls are like, Travis Kelce.
I know that's right. I agree with that. Now, every white man who primarily has sex with black women has a certain look about them.
Yeah.
Huh.
You could look at them and tell. Like Paul Wall was a good example. Travis Kelce used to be the primary example. He had the little fade, the diamond studs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Perfectly groomed beard. And then as soon as he started dating,
I just saw on social media, she's really huge. What is she, an influencer, his ex?
I think so.
It's
Yeah,
very
she's
like
got a beautiful black woman.
Backstreet Boys-ish kind of looking, right? I mean, it's got like a little bit of 98-degree flavor.
No, they always look like the one white boy who went to school in the hood.
Oh, yeah.
And who always tells you about it.
Shit, dude, I grew up in the hood. I don't fucking...
The ones who's like, I got the N-word pass. My homeboy gave it to me, but I'm not going to say it. But I got it.
Or this one, they'll be like, white privilege, I grew up in the hood. Yeah, I've heard that one too. How can I have white privilege? I grew up in the hood. Poor.
Yep.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
But yeah, once he started fucking Taylor Longback Swift, he got the cop mustache and stopped, all of his accoutrements. He stopped wearing Jordans.
He got more Caucasian. He turned more Caucasian-y?
He did, yeah.
Wow, really? Mm-hmm. She Caucasianized him.
So I knew something was up as soon as I saw that cop mustache. Then he came out dating Taylor Swift. I was like, oh. She got him. She took our black soul brother from us.
No more cookout for that dude, huh? Damn. I don't even know what he looks like, man. No, I'm just picturing the one dude from Color Me Bad.
Yeah.
What? You know the white dude that had like the little mustache-y thing from Color Me... Do you remember Color Me Bad?
I do.
I wanna sex you up. Wasn't that them?
Yeah. He had that like the flat top.
Yeah, he was like the way he looked.
Remember when the style was that?
No, it was every Italian that I went to school with in like late '80s, early '90s. They all had a very Italian look.
Yeah,
you know. some kind of like windbreaker.
Travis isn't Italian looking.
What is-
Gabby, get a photo of Travis for him.
Gabby,
You need a before
pull up a
Taylor
photo.
Swift. You need the before Taylor Swift.
Before and the
Oh
after.
yeah, we want to see how Caucasianized she has made the dude.
Yeah.
How about this? Is his playing gotten better since he's been with Swift?
You know,
Actually,
I was
it
worried.
has.
It has?
Right? Because I think
He's not fucking her. That's why. You don't go from all that ass
'Cause
beautiful
he's got
black
the-
woman to Taylor Swift. It's fake.
Oh,
This is
man.
my conspiracy theory. So
you think that she's not giving it up? So it's like
Joe Rogan.
It's like, instead, what do we start calling Gabby Jamie? Hey, Jamie, pull it up. Gabby, pull it up. All right,
He's
so
not fucking her, so he's like frustrated.
Yes,
He's leaving it out.
He's got
all
that
on the
Mike
field.
Tyson anger going on. Damn. Oh shit.
Why he got the cop stash too?
Oh man, so that's what happens to all white guys when they start getting angry. They just turn more and more like a cop. If you ever noticed that, yeah. The more flags, the angrier you get, the more American flags you have in your house. Camouflage.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely putting on a show, but it was pretty crazy because my favorite thing was you could read his lips that first game Taylor was at, right? And he was out there on the field and you could see him look up at the box and you could read his lips go, I can't believe she's here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I think they had said he was a huge Taylor Swift fan since he was young. So imagine you have posters of Taylor in your bedroom now.
Wait, she's older than him?
They look like the same age.
She's 33.
And he's
But she's been
that.
popular for long enough where he might.
Oh my God, she's 17
He
years.
didn't have. He had posters of her.
He was like had a crush on her for years.
He didn't have posters of her.
I'm just saying, if you were a kid and I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, that guy. All right. Yeah, he looks like he's got a very white dude that hung out with some lighter melanated sisters. You know what I mean?
Still, he's dating somebody that he.
Oh yeah, he's no way Caucasianized. Now he looks like wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he went from color me bad to color me sad. Boom. That's for you, Kai.
I'm stealing that.
No, but he did. He went from like, color.
Listen, that black girl he was with broke his heart, and he was like, maybe black lives don't matter.
Damn. But anyways, he's
my Aryan princess.
Damn. Okay, yeah. Look at that. He looks very like drill instructor-y now with that thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? He looks very like. You look like a cop. He's like a fucking cop.
That's the first thing Kai said to me. Now he looks like a cop.
Yeah.
First thing she said.
It's like not even good porn. Like, oh, sometimes your dude gets a stasher.
Yeah, not boom, chicka, boom, boom.
Not boom. He doesn't boom. It's more woo woo. You know. You understand?
All right, listen, let's get down to what we're here for. It's the Halloween episode, past Halloween. And of course, the only person we could possibly have for Halloween.
Yes, Kai Von Du. I'm gonna add reverb right there. Von Du.
There we go.
Shit.
She's got the props.
Yes.
And we were going to do it dressed up, but we completely missed the boat. But you know what? The episode will go on because we are talking scary movies from the beginning
we're old
to the end.
We're old. It's hard. We have to fucking try to get together and do this.
I know.
You know what I mean?
We
have like stuff going on.
We're going to get it.
We got it though.
We're going to get it. We got our room set up now. We got a podcasting room set up. Like we are ready.
Kai's the perfect guest to talk about hoe movies.
Hoe
movies.
Like H.O.?
Yes. You know what?
But tonight it's Halloween, okay?
Yes. Horror movies,
None
right?
of y'all have seen my whole movies.
Dude, when I was a child, I just want to say this real quick before I forget it, is I thought, horror.
Yeah.
I thought when somebody says, oh my God, what a horror show. Like when somebody like people would say it to me sometimes. I'm looking for my vape. What a fucking horror show, right?
Yeah.
I thought that's what horror meant. So I called the neighbor when I was a kid, the lady, and like she did something. I was like, oh my God, you're such a whore. I thought I was calling her
a horror.
Yes.
Like bad, scary movie.
Exactly. And my parents looked at each other like, do you know what that means?
I am not one
because she
shocked.
is a whore. They're like, how did you know? Trying to have a threesome with me and your mom for like fucking 2 years now. Ginny, your name was.
Our son.
Right. Right. No, when I said horror, I meant horror, Dad.
I think I would rather be called a horror than a horror. Like a little kid. You're such a horror. What?
Right. Both are not great.
Yeah. But seriously, though, we were supposed to pick a few movies when we were kids that really scared the shit out of us.
Got it.
We shouldn't have watched, but we did.
Yeah.
And I don't know if everybody in this room is such a little bitch baby as me when it comes to horror movies, but I am not a horror movie fan whatsoever. Kai is like...
I used to be.
Nothing scares Kai.
I used to be.
That's correct.
She's a horror buff, as they say.
Right, exactly.
Right?
Yep.
So, like, when I kind of fell off in the past, but when I was a kid, I had I got Fangor magazine, like fucking every time they came out, we'd run to fucking Star Market or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And we couldn't wait to get it, you know what I mean? Probably stole a couple when I was a kid too. I loved horror movies. But center folds.
Yeah.
Like I had The Exorcist on my wall, Hills Have Eyes,
No, shut up.
Texas Chainsaw
Who the
Massacre.
fuck
Texas
could have that
Chainsaw is
hanging
the
in their
best.
room?
Yeah, I had
Oh,
it in my
did you?
room.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you sick. You are sick, both of you.
Yeah. I used to
Come
watch
on.
every horror. You name it. Like the grosser it could be, the better. When I was a kid,
I literally used to Google those lists as the top 10 most disturbing movies of all time, and I'd just watch those. I'd just run through.
We didn't even have internet back then, right? When I was a kid, so we had to go to the fucking Betamax, get a Betamax of fucking Faces of Death.
Oh, Faces of Death is such
Okay.
a classic.
Okay, I did see that.
So now Faces of Death freaked me out when I was a kid because. Now, if you look back, it's so phony.
Oh,
Yeah.
So phony.
Absolutely.
But the trauma that I got is still real. It's not there's no difference, dude, because when I was a kid, I thought that the monkey.
Oh, and
little
they're
fucking
banging on eating the fucking brain.
Right. And they're they're all smiling at each other. I was like, this is some evil fucking whack shit, dude. And then it shows a dude get hit by a train and it's just a dude in electrocuted. Going through that. And it was as a kid, that's like watching.
Was that all
you
fake?
just beheaded.
So there was 2 or 3 of them that were real, but most of them were fake.
Most of them were fake, yeah.
Yeah. I was a kid that's fake. But there was these couple of websites when I was a kid that were popular. One was called Best Gore. And the other one, what was
Remember Rotten.com?
Rotten.com.
That's it.
Yes.
Dude.
Rotten.com.
That's where you go oh, dude, look, it's Chris Farley. Dude, he's dead. He's fucking, look, dude.
And
You
they
can go
have
to
people
celebrity
with,
deaths.
Yeah, people all chopped up and shit. Yeah.
And then there was this website, well, not website, it was a subreddit, Reddit 5050. So you'd click on a post, and the post would have a link, and it would say, this is either a puppy and a kitten that
That's
are best friends, or it's a dude getting his head blown off with a shotgun.
Oh my
So
God.
it's a 50-50 chance to be in either one. so you click the link, and
Shut
you're
up,
you don't know what
that's
it's
brutal.
gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's still around, but it was always the fucked up thing.
Of course. To say that, I've mellowed out, dude. I used to be so much into horror movies, and I wanted to be a fucking special effects makeup artist, dude. I wanted to be like Tom Savini and fucking
I love Tom Savini.
That's what I wanted to do until a teacher crushed my dreams, dude. Rick Baker, Tom Savini books at school, sitting in social studies class, going through them, dude, fucking, and he came up in front of the whole class and he picked up, he's like, what is this? He's like, you want to fuck this is stupid. You know what I'm gonna fucking do this shit. You're fucking pay him fucking touch him in front of the whole class. You know, it made me feel like a dum-dum. So I fucking was like, okay.
Oh, man.
Isn't that fucked up?
Yeah,
That is
no, that's
fucked
not
up.
right. But you know what?
But I love that shit.
I could never. I am so scared of scary movies. But I do notice that it's always the tweens love them. You know what I mean? And I'm like, God, they should be scared. They should be scared, those tweens. Now, wait. All right. Want me to start out with a story about that mask?
Yeah.
And how fucking scared? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Went to the movies to see the first Halloween. Okay. I don't know. Could I have been 16? Right? What year was that?
Excuse me.
It's Friday the
My
13th.
name is.
Oh, is that Friday the
My
13th?
name is.
Okay.
Motherfucking
Yeah,
Jason Voorhees.
Jason is
bitch.
Friday the 13th.
Okay. I went to Halloween. Who was that? Michael Myers.
Oh man,
Michael Myers
You
was
guys have me
Halloween.
come all the way down here for this podcast. This whole time you said you wanted Jason Voorhees, the guy with the hockey mask. He gets down here now.
Look, this is how shitty I am in horror movies that I didn't even... Because I don't watch them. I don't watch them. They scare me. I'm telling you...
Michael Myers is slow.
No, I went to see Halloween. I'm telling you, the one scene where Jamie Lee Curtis looks out the window and sees him with the clothesline, and then she looks back and he's gone. I said, I'm out. I got up, left that movie theater. I was with like 10 of my friends. We were kids. I went in the bathroom and hid. They had to come get me.
Oh.
I'm not playing. I don't like it.
Cute.
It's scary. I don't like it. And I'll tell you what they made me watch. The first scary movie. I'm going to start with the very first movie that scared the shit out of me, called The Exorcist. When Linda Blair's head spin, I think a shit came out of my ass.
Let me tell. That movie was like, that movie didn't scare me as much because when I was like, it kind of did, but Exorcist was like so dark and demonic that I was like, I don't know, it was like almost one-dimensional of what it was as a kid, so it didn't scare me that much.
I was 11
The Shining
in Catholic school.
Scared the fuck out of me when I was a kid. The Shining had me literally like terrified when it wasn't even on, that it was even just thinking about it in my brain, some of those scenes, okay? Like some of that weird imagery that Kubrick put in there with like the walrus, like I don't even know what that walrus shit is.
Yeah.
But as a kid, I saw that and it just like played with my like fever dream. I don't know, it's very scary shit.
Boy, what a killer in that when he cut that door. What it was his line?
Oh yeah, he's like, Wendy, I'm home. Right?
Here's Johnny.
Oh, yeah. When you see me typing, it's great.
Yeah, he was a beast in that movie, though. Boy, wow, one of his best. But I mean, man, The Exorcist, I was 11, went to Catholic school. I had no business seeing that movie, and it scared me. I mean, I'm going to tell you movies that scared me. You guys are going to be like... Pfft. But that's what I am. What scared you? I want to know what could have possibly scared Kai Von Doom as a child.
I just have a story about The Exorcist real quick.
Yeah.
My mom was terrified of that movie. So, like, there would be times where I knew it was on TV, and she always said, oh, the part where she, like, turns her head all the way around freaked me out. So I'd time it perfectly, and I'd be like, hey, Mom, your favorite movie's on such and such
like,
channel.
how cruel.
And then she'd, like, turn it on and be right at that part, and she'd just be, like, screaming, like, ah! And shit was so funny to me. But, only one movie in my life has ever scared me. And it's going to be so fucking stupid.
Oh, no, I got to know. I got to know. What is it?
I was like 6 years old.
6?
Yeah. And so I already loved horror movies by then.
Okay.
Like every horror movie, I would watch them. Anything that my mom was scared of, I would make sure I watched it. So I could be like, you're more bitch made than I am.
Okay.
So one day, Wes Craven's New Nightmare was on.
Oh.
So... this is the first Nightmare on Elm Street movie I've seen. And it was, I think, like the 5th, 6th movie in the franchise.
Yeah, at least, right? By that point.
So the concept of this movie was that Freddy Krueger existed in the real world.
Right.
And he was trapped in the script of the old movies.
Dude, it's brilliant.
Yeah. So it was very meta.
Yeah.
And as a 6-year-old, I could not understand
that came out after the first Scream movie, right?
Yeah.
So Scream was very meta and kind of played with some of that shit. And that was also a Wes Craven too. Shout out R.I.P., right?
R.I.P.
And so I think that they knew what they were doing by the time they got to that, when they were using Heather Langenkamp and all the old people. Robert Englund played Robert Englund and shit. Is that motherfucker still alive?
He's still alive.
Is Ari still alive?
He's still alive, yeah.
Really?
Yep.
He's got to be fucking up. He actually
like
has to
early
look
80s.
like Freddy now, right?
He's in his early 80s now.
Like he's got to look like his skin, and he's so old. Like how could he not actually look like Freddy?
Well, I think
the guy who played him.
Yeah, I think in the first movie he was like in his 40s. He's like in his 80s now. But Tobin Bell, who plays Jigsaw, he's about the same age. Yeah, he doesn't look that bad.
Robert Englund's a bitch.
But yeah,
that's my Tobin.
Yeah, but I watched that movie and like
you have two choices, Freddy.
It was like Freddy Krueger was trapped in the pages of the script. And
Yes.
so like Robert Englund's playing himself.
Yes.
And Heather Langenkamp is playing herself. And so like Freddy in real life was like haunting her, the actress. That was like the plot.
Right.
So she goes to Robert Englund and is like, Rob, were you at my house last night? I saw Freddy. And Rob's like, no, dude. Like
Yeah,
Freddy Krueger's not
yes.
real. And so that whole movie, it just like fucked with me.
Yeah.
And so like I used to sleep with all my toys in my bed, and I had like this Transformer toy that like poked me
Oh.
at night. And so I was like, oh my God, it's Freddy Krueger. And so I went and told my mom, and she was like, that's just a movie. And I was like, no, they said in the movie that it's not just a movie. It's like Freddy Krueger is like trapped in the pages, and now he's out in the real world. So I was like,
It's
you
so
don't,
funny.
I was like,
Out
you
of all-
don't get it, Mom.
All the ones that scared you, it was that one. That's,
Like she
Yeah,
was
so,
like
I mean,
smart for his own for her own
but
good.
6
though.
years old still is still.
It got in her head because she's
Yeah.
a smart little kid.
Because the movie
Yep.
itself wasn't scary to me. It was just like at night I had the nightmare and I felt the poke. So I was like, oh no, he's coming for me. But when I was watching the movie, I watched the whole thing just fine.
I mean, I honestly think I used horror movies as a tool for more than just entertainment. Also facing
You
fears.
jerked off to him. Oh,
I was waiting for
I-
something bad.
Yes.
I was waiting for something
Dude,
inappropriate.
if you haven't jerked off to Texas Chainsaw Massacre at least once in your life, then you're doing something wrong. Because them bitches in there with them the short shorts back
yeah.
then.
They always had the camera just like angled up, like
Yeah,
the
angled up,
hero
plus
shot with like the
like,
cheeks in the forefront.
blood all over the legs. You know what I mean?
That's brilliant.
Fucking just.
I have never seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Oh,
and
it's
I
so
will
good.
not.
You've never
It's
seen
so
Texas?
good.
What?
No.
What are you talking?
I don't watch
We're
horror
watching it together. We're
movies.
gonna watch it.
No, I'm not.
No, we're gonna watch it together.
The three
Gabby
of us should
said
watch
no,
it
I'm
and
not.
let's film it.
We're gonna film it. We're gonna
We'll
watch
film
it,
your
and we're gonna make.
reactions.
That's right.
Man,
All right.
what scared little Todd?
Dummies,
Dummies.
dude.
What's that?
What do you mean dummies?
Like fucking with the string.
oh, the puppet, dummy
Fucking-
puppets.
Those fucking ones, like like.
the string puppets. What?
No, not string
Oh.
puppets, like not marionettes, but like ventriloquist
Yeah.
dummies.
Okay.
Dummies. That's
Yeah,
what
I
they're
guess
called,
what you
right?
call them. Yeah.
You know, like, oh, we can't call them anymore. They're gonna get mad. They're
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna
the
get canceled.
they're
We
get-
just
the
called them-
puppets are gonna get mad at us. What the fuck? Jesus
I think
Christ!
there's a better name for them now. Not in. I don't know what would be the politically correct. I don't know.
I don't know. I think they still call them dummies.
I know. I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so that would scare you when you were a
Dude.
kid. Did you have one?
Dude, my parents got me one, and it was, and its name was Emmett. It came with its own name, which is just so creepy, and it was like one of those like hobo clown ones.
Oh no, it was a clown.
It was a clown hobo one, and I used to like.
I don't like it.
I told my mom, I was like, "Mom, you have to come take it out of the room. You have to come leave it, take it out of the room." And I was like so afraid that like while I was in the bathtub, that fucking I was gonna look over and the thing was gonna be like in there because that's why I was still taking bathies, the little tubs.
Bathy.
You know what I mean? I look over and see, and I think it's because when I was a kid, a preview of a movie came on for a scary movie, and I was probably little, and it was a dummy, and it's like, you're all gonna die, or some shit. Like a dummy face, I don't know if you remember this preview, but it was like a dummy came up and it was like, said something like, you're all gonna die. Do you remember what movie that is? Magic, maybe, or something? I don't know, but it scared the shit out of me. So, and I had a dummy, so I was like, that was one of the biggies that just like, I could imagine in my mind the little fucker would just pop up out of nowhere.
Oh man.
I also saw that. What was the one that ends with the little gift and it's like the little fucking crazy thing running around? Trilogy of Terror.
Yes.
Jeez, I never saw that
Dude,
one.
Trilogy.
That sounds bad too.
Dude, Trilogy of Terror scared the fuck. I was way too little to be seeing Trilogies of Terror when I was a kid, and the end scared the shit out of me when it was like the lady was man, she had the teeth all sharp, just like the little fucking stabber dude.
Yeah, no, I never saw that.
Scared the shit out of me. When I
What
was a
about
kid.
gory? What do you think is gory, Kai? What would be the goriest movie you've seen?
You don't want to know the goriest movie I've seen.
Well, I mean, it's
I'll
not-
keep it. I'll keep it light.
Yeah.
So let's see. I wrote them down.
All right, Kai's got a list.
There's this movie,
Mm-hmm.
Tokyo Gore Police.
Tokyo.
That's the
Gore
most extreme
Police.
one I'm willing to talk about on this podcast.
Yeah.
So, but was it hard to find it, or what is it? Is it just like
Nah. It's a Japanese movie.
Japanese? Okay.
And the concept was it's like futuristic Tokyo. There was, I can't remember if this was like some disease or these people were doing this to themselves on purpose, but the concept was anytime you remove a body part, it's replaced by a weapon. So this guy would like cut his hand off and then it would turn into like a gun made out of flesh. And then there's one scene that I thought was always ridiculous. This guy like cuts his dick off. He has this giant cannon for a dick.
Hell
He's
yeah.
just like shooting people. It was absolutely insane. It's the wildest movie I've ever seen in my life. Sometimes I feel like I just made it.
Was it foreign? Was it a foreign movie or no?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it
Japanese.
was Japanese. Yeah. So sometimes there's those weird like underground foreign ones that like I hear people talking about that I've never seen that like sound mad disturbing. And it's probably the ones you're saying you don't want to admit that you even
Probably,
watched.
yeah.
Because there's a couple that sound like fucked up. Like I don't even know why people would watch it. Like I saw some shit where people were trapped in like a basement. And it looked like real ass footage too. Like it didn't look like, a movie. And it was like, trapped in the basement and they were like just slowly cutting the people up and doing weird shit. It was fucked up, dude.
Yeah, I mean, to see now that gory, I mean, for me, where they attached the centipede.
Oh, Human Centipede.
That freaked me out. Now I'm going to tell you a story about
Why were you even watching Human Centipede?
My children. I come home.
That's gross. That movie's just gross.
They're about 12 years old, and they rented it on pay-per-view. My daughter did with all the little friends of hers watching it. I come walking in, and I'm like, what's going on? She's like, oh, they wanted to watch this. I rented this. I said, oh no. Dude, their parents, no. You did not have your friends come over to see this ass to mouth.
Speaking of Human Centipede, Kai, right? Yeah. I got a question for you. You're the head of the centipede. You got caught. Dude's caught. She's putting you in the fucking Human Centipede. You're it. But you're the head of that centipede. You're the head.
Yeah.
Bonus, right? Bonus 1. Bonus 2, you find out Taylor Swift is the person behind you. Okay? Does that lighten the mood of the situation of being in the Human Centipede if you know you're number 1 and Taylor Swift is number 2 in the pede?
You feel better about it?
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword because on the one hand, I don't know. Have you seen Human Centipede?
I've seen all 7 of them. Jesus Christ. That's a great shot, Sin.
To make the centipede, I'm just going to say this for people who have not seen the movie. To make the centipede, you have to cut your ass cheeks. And that becomes the new person's face cheeks.
Right. Yeah.
So my one up on Taylor Swift, she's a billionaire. She's dating Travis Kelce. She has all of this. The one thing I have is my ass. She has a long back. Oh! And now her taking away my ass.
Ooh.
I don't know. I think that would be like the ultimate form of hell for me.
I bet because she has a long back, maybe she has long poopies too. Because, you know what I mean? So I gotta fucking go. It's got a long way to go, dude. So probably by the time it gets there, she's got like a fucking gardener snake pump coming out that fucking,
Listen, that movie was disturbing to me on so many levels. And I couldn't even believe that my 12-year-old, exposed
That's young, 12 for that?
Webster school kids to this movie, and they're all going to go home and be like, guess what we just watched at Depression's house. That we'll just call that child depression because, their anxiety and depression. But I'm like, I have no parental control.
Dude, Toxic Avenger when I was a kid was
my God.
That was a gory one.
Toxic
Avenger wasn't that gory.
Well, I mean, like the weight smushing the dude's brains, but it was like so
I love
silly.
All those trauma movies.
Yeah, I used to love the trauma movies. Like my parents had to think something was so wrong with me as a kid because that's all I would.
Who do you think Kai's was?
But I guess. But it's like back then it was like you only had certain outlets to get entertainment from, and I went out.
Listen, but the tweens love scary movies. I don't, and so I mean, I know they do.
Do you like Babadook?
I hated the Babadook.
Okay, so I didn't. I thought it was just okay. Everybody made it sound like it was like the greatest horror movie. I also thought Midsummer. Like I watched it a couple times on it. It was just okay.
The Hill Have Eyes was scary.
I rewatch Midsummer like at least once a month.
That's scary?
I didn't think it was scary.
All right, because
it was cathartic for me.
The other one was. I thought
that.
Yeah. Let me explain. Spoilers for Midsummer, but so I was dating this piece of shit dude, like absolutely sucked. And Midsummer is about this girl. She's like depressed. Her whole family just died. Mm-hmm. And she's dating this piece of shit dude who absolutely sucks. Mm-hmm. Just like my boyfriend at the time. So the guy was treating her like shit. He's like mentally abusing her. He's like going to Sweden with his friends and not telling her. And then she's like, well, what the fuck? And he's like, at the last second, like, okay, you could come too. So she goes on the trip with him. He forgets her birthday. He cheats on her. Just like does all this terrible.
The mushroom scene was pretty wild. That was pretty intense. Like that was almost. It felt very fucking trippy.
They were tripping the whole movie. But like at the end, they're like, we could either sacrifice your piece of shit boyfriend or another villager that you don't know. So she chooses to sacrifice her boyfriend, and the movie ends with just like him on fire. And she's just like, at first she's like crying. She's like, no, seriously, Florence Pugh, like, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but that's just like the face she makes at every movie. She's like, and so they show her just like making that like sad pouty face, and then they show her boyfriend just like lit up on fire. And she's like,
yeah.
she just gets the biggest smile as she's like watching him burn up. And I was watching it in the theater by myself, and I'm just like, holy shit, I want to set my boyfriend on fire too.
Okay.
It's like I know how she
Make
feels.
note. Fucking Kai is out of her fucking mind. Never introduce a dude to Kai.
Yeah, right. But this movie I saw. What's that movie?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street. And I'm going to tell you the part of that movie that freaked me out, which goes to
That Johnny
almost like
Depp
the
fucking
puppet.
sunk so low to be in a movie like
No,
that?
but that when they took out
That was
the
his first
veins
movie.
and they made them puppets with their own veins.
Oh yeah,
That
I
freaked,
love that.
No, girl, please. Oh my God, that freaked. I can't get that out of my head. Like, you know, certain. No.
So the thing about Nightmare on Elm Street is I used to love those movies when I was a kid, and I never understood that Freddy Krueger was supposed to be a pedophile.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, really?
It was alluded to, but never
Yeah.
spelled out. And as a kid, that's not something you're going to come up with on your own.
I'm surprised you didn't, because you were a smart little kid.
When I was a kid, Freddy was a shit, dude.
He was funny.
I saw all of them in the movie theater.
Yeah.
I'm old enough to have seen every fucking one of them.
I seen one, and the veins came out, and I'm done.
That was 3?
Well,
was that 3?
Yeah, I
With the
think it was
veins?
3 or 4.
I was
The
done.
Dream Warriors, I think.
Well, they put him in Mortal Kombat. He was in Mortal Kombat 9. And so I was playing with my mom. I was like 18 or 19. So we're playing Mortal Kombat together. I'm just like whooping her ass as Freddy Krueger. And then my mom's like, you would win with this fucking pedophile. Like, you would pick a pedo. That would be your main character. And I was like,
Your
what?
mom said that to you?
Yes.
But your mom
I was
knew?
like, what?
She was just mad that you fucking...
She was mad that I was beating her.
Right.
And so, but like my whole mind was blown. I was like, Freddy Krueger's a pedophile? Like the wheels started turning.
Yeah, that's why they went to go torture his ass. I mean, they said that he was just like, yeah, he fucked with... They pretty much... That's what he was.
Alluded to it. They were like,
And they went down
he was
there
killing all these kids and all that stuff. And I thought he was just killing kids just for fun. I thought he just hated kids. I don't know.
Yeah, no, he was a fucking psycho, yeah.
And then I was like, oh, my whole world has changed. Like I had the Freddy Krueger Halloween costume and shit. I was like, I don't want to wear this anymore.
Damn, that's it. That's he murdering kids. I'll wear it, but he a pedophile? Done.
There's a line here.
All right, Kai, they crossed a line, right?
right.
Exactly. I condone murdering kids.
Right.
All that other shit, no.
That's why, that's why this dude...
That's why Jason is my favorite now.
All of them have emotions, all right? You got fucking Mike, he's got emotions. Freddy, me, I'm a fucking stone. I will kill you no matter what. I will use anything around me to fucking murder you. This little fucking thing that holds, what does this hold? Maybe a camera? I would shove it through your eye in a special 3D movie, and it would see this come out the other end. That's just the kind of killer I am.
When Jason killed that girl in the beanbag, that shit is so funny to me.
You mean
I
when
know that
I-
sounds like, yes, when
I did that.
That was some of your best work.
Yeah, well,
I think he's really trying to like hit on you right now by pulling. I'm gonna be a horror movie, and maybe I can.
I was just watching.
Just call me daddy. That's what he's trying to say.
Yo, call me Daddy Voorhees, would you mind?
No. I was watching Freddy versus Jason with my friend Kelly before I came over here. And, you know, since I learned that Freddy is a pedophile, now I'm like, Jason, kill him. But I was watching it and I'm just like, I'd fuck Jason. And I didn't realize I I said it out loud.
You're like, he's kind of built. First of all, right? He's stoic.
He's tall.
He's tall. He's stoic.
He's like 6'10" and he doesn't talk.
You saw
That's
the way
all I want out of a man.
nice bald head. You know what I mean?
She likes him dumb.
A mask, stupid, don't know how to talk. Drowned when he was 11.
Right. Mommy issues. You know?
No, I don't like that.
A lot of people don't. It's funny when you talk about Friday the 13th, people don't ever put together that he wasn't even in The Killer in a couple of the movies.
Yeah, it was Mrs. Voorhees.
That's right. And in another one, it wasn't Jason at all. He had this mask on or that mask on, and it was like that. And you find out it was like some ambulance driver guy. I think that was 3 or 4 or something like that. It's weird, right?
Listen, I haven't seen any of those. I
Yeah.
don't believe I have.
Corey Feldman was in that one.
Nah, I don't see
Corey
that.
fucking Feld. The Feld dog was in Friday the 13th as a child.
Yeah.
And I think he might have made it out. He was like one of the only ones that made it out alive.
Have you seen Jason X?
Yeah, oh yeah. Isn't that the one? Wait, well, Jason Goes to Space is the one with the fucking...
No, Jason X was the one where he went to space.
Yeah, that's the one with the fucking, the sleeping bag, right?
Well, the original sleeping bag, I think, was in 2 or 3. But then they referenced it again in Jason X.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what is the scary movie, let's say, of the last 2 years? I mean, I don't watch them. Like, what would you recommend, Kai, of, I don't know, the last couple years, right? Something
last
that's
2 years.
Yeah.
Talk to Me came
Talk
out
to Me?
this year, I think. That was pretty good.
I haven't seen that. It was good.
Yeah.
Talk to Me.
Listen,
Okay.
I saw that
It's
old
Australian
one.
or something.
The old, what the fuck was it?
It's just called Old, right? The one, the M.
old
Night
one.
Shyamalan
When they
one.
get
was- that
old,
was M. Night
I love him. I watch his
There was
movies.
There wasn't M. Night Shyamalan. There was fucking something.
When they get
Are you
old
talking
on
about
the
that
beach.
movie that's called Old, where they're like on the beach? That's
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the one where they go to the house and the fucking old people are fucking like
Oh,
sexually
you're
fucking...
talking about X.
X!
Yes.
Yeah.
So when I watched X,
That's why Elon Musk named that. Oh my God, okay.
Wait, Kid Cudi was in that movie, right? The rapper.
I believe
and
so, yes.
There was this one scene where like his dick was out and it was just gigantic.
Yeah.
Like swinging between his knees.
Right.
And I was in the theater like, oh my God. And so I got home and immediately posted, was that Kid Cudi's real dick in
Penis.
X? And then everybody's like, no, stupid. It was a prosthetic. How dare you? You're so dumb. He would never have his real dick out. His dick would never be that big. Like everyone's calling me dumb and acting
You were
like I
so
didn't know what I was talking
hopeful.
about. Yeah, no, but it turned out that was his real dick.
For real?
Yes.
Yeah, he's like, yo.
Very vindicated.
His
He's gonna
PR was
pull his
like,
bedroom.
yo, what do you mean? You gotta stop telling motherfuckers it ain't my dick.
Right. Yeah. Here's the thing.
No,
right.
nobody ever said it wasn't his dick. These people were just like, it's too big. It couldn't
All
be
the way
his
people
dick.
were like, that's impossible.
I've never seen that before. There's no
Trust
way.
me.
And I was like, I've seen it, bitch. I know.
So
I
what's the
believe.
movie? X?
It's called X. Yeah.
Okay. I do like that M. Night. I have seen all of his movies, and they're okay. I mean, they're not like a gory.
No, he's got like
scary.
2 good ones, and after that, it's fucking.
Well,
honestly.
I have watched those.
the
Those
fucking
ones
the
I
Bruce
do.
Willisy one.
The Bruce Willis.
I see dead people.
Yeah, that one's
one.
great.
Yeah.
The fucking Joaquin one, right, with fucking anti-Semite fucking
Which
Mel
one
Gibson.
was that? Was that
Signs?
Signs.
That
yeah.
was great.
Yeah,
But I liked Old. I enjoyed that.
I haven't seen Old.
It's not amazing, but it's his mind.
well, I've seen that.
He's
It's
got
all
a
right.
very artistic mind. I
Yeah.
like his mind.
There's one called like A Knock at the Cabin or something that came out last year. That was pretty good.
Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I actually liked the Village, dude.
Yes, that was
I actually
great.
did like the Village,
That
man.
was good.
At the end, I was
good.
like,
you would like that. Gabby's looking scared. Gabby, you would like that. The Village is good because the ending is very.
yeah, don't give it
like-
away because that actually got me, dude. I didn't even. I was
Right.
like, damn, it got me.
Yeah, so that was a good movie.
That lady in the water was fucking.
Is that the one with Daniel Radcliffe?
I don't know. It's the chick there, fucking what's her face actress, British chick. I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute. The Village, you know who starred in that? Was Howdy Doody's kid. The Howie.
Mando.
Happy Days. Howie.
Oh, Richie Cunningham.
Yes.
That's
That's his daughter.
Howard, Richie Howard. Counting what? What's his name? Howard. Ron Howard.
Ron Howard.
yeah.
I think his daughter starred
Bryce
in the
Dallas
Village. Yes.
Howard.
Yep.
Yeah.
The red-shotted chick?
Yep, the redhead. That's his daughter. in real
I
life.
was very confused for a second.
It took me a
Howdy
minute,
Doody. What the
but
fuck are y'all talking about?
I don't know why he just reminds me of Howdy Doody. I don't know, but yeah. So that's his daughter in real life who was in The Village, though. And I was like, I'm impressed. She's a good actress. You know, I enjoyed that movie. So you're suggesting?
I don't even remember. Oh, I said talk to me. Yeah.
Talk to me. All right.
So it's about like these kids. It's this Australian movie from A24. They're putting out all the like cerebral, like bougie horror movies.
Yeah.
So it's about like these teenagers. They find this like mummified hand or whatever. So when you hold on to it and say, forget what you're supposed to say, talk to me or something, and then like this ghost appears, and you could speak to the ghost, and then you could say,
I like that. That sounds cool so far.
Then you could say, I let you in, and then the ghost could possess you.
See, that part I don't know about. It was very Aladdin up until that part, man.
It was very like rubbing
You know
the
what I mean?
lamp, right, Todd?
Yeah, it
like
was very three fucking wishes type of thing.
3 wishes, and then it all went down fucking hell.
Yeah.
So it's like all these dumb
Robin
kids
Williams
are doing
didn't want to
it.
jump in you.
It was like all these dumb kids doing it as a party trick. So they're like saying, I let you in, and getting possessed by these ghosts for like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
They're like, oh shit, bro, did you see that? And then one of them does it, and then the ghost just like stays inside.
Ooh.
So yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it, but shit just like goes off the rails from there.
All
Okay.
right. All right.
I'm a pussy when it comes to that shit. No.
I mean, I don't mind
gotta-
horror movies if they're like kind of like not horror, but like mystery. You know, I don't know.
Poltergeist, watched that 100 times when I was a kid. Poltergeist.
That movie's
wasn't-
cursed though.
I know.
Oh, please don't start. Like, for real?
Yeah,
What do
You know how
So-
many people are dead from that movie?
What?
So during filming and like right after filming,
Carolyn?
4 people died from the cast.
Really?
Yeah. So 2 were like freak accidents that no one ever figured out how they
Both
died.
daughters. Wait, all the kids, right?
Yeah.
All 3 kids from the movie are dead.
And then there's like one other person that died.
The
too.
Indian dude died. The old man died. The little old lady fucking the Carolyn.
Was that a true story?
I don't think
Poltergeist?
so. No,
No.
Spielberg, I think.
Oh, okay. It wasn't based on like
No.
a real haunting or anything. Okay.
No.
Yeah, the little girl died. That little Carol.
But yeah, they say it's cursed because like all of them died while they were like filming or like literally like
That
right
don't
after.
sound right. That sounds bad.
Yeah.
They made about 3-4 of them though. They got about 3-4 of them out before they all started dying.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
mean,
cool.
yeah, they left.
right,
They left
they
some money for
hammered them out.
for their peoples.
There's this one boy band that's like cursed like that too. I forget.
New Kids on the Block.
No, it's like a band. They had like a one hit. They had that Abercrombie and Fitch song. You know what I'm talking about? It was like, I like when all the girls wear Abercrombie
Oh,
and
I
Fitch.
kind of remember that
Yeah.
song
No,
when my kids were
that sounds like
younger.
heroin years for me when that came
Yeah,
out.
that was mommy years for me. I remember.
So yeah, so there was like 5 of them in that band, and then like 4 of them have died from cancer
Whoa.
in like the past couple
Really?
years. Yeah, like they all had like different types of cancer. They all died.
What's the scariest you've ever been? Not from a movie, but I'm like in a situation where either somebody was like in your house or like what situation?
No
you been
one's
in?
ever been. Wait, actually,
Like, I'm just saying, like, what is there a time? It was not a movie, but you were scared shitless, and I'm not talking like scared because you're gonna get hurt. I'm talking about because, like, for some supernatural, you were scared.
no, I've never been like. I've never experienced anything supernatural.
I
I mean,
have.
I have not.
I have, and I don't believe in that shit.
I don't.
But-
Yeah.
Oh wait, actually, there was, and I don't want to say this because this person might watch the podcast, but
dude.
so someone died, and they kind of thought, like right before they died, they thought I had done something to wrong them. I can't say anymore. 'cause
Okay,
it'll
all
give
right.
away who I'm talking about.
Right.
But like the day after, I was sleeping and like I heard her yelling and like felt her shaking me.
That's wild. I've been contacted by in dreams.
it
I
was
have in
very
dreams. I
scary.
feel like that's the times I've talked to like I have an ex that's dead, and I swear to God that we've talked in like I've seen in dreams we've like, and whether that's real or not, I don't know, but it always feels real as shit. You know, of course she's like got polka dots. There's always weird, but yeah, I remember when I was a kid. My uncles used to scare the fuck out of me. Right, I had one uncle. He was like the uncle that was like the youngest, was a couple years older than me, and he would scare the fuck out of me. He would figure out how to make the phone ring in the house, and I'd go
Did
pick.
he just call the phone? Figured out how to make it ring?
No, because they didn't have.
They probably didn't have cell phones.
No, there was no
then.
cell phone.
There was a way you could dial a number and make it call back.
To make the phone call. So
it would freak you out. I
it would pick me up.
Like a stars something. Yeah.
And he would mess with me like, hello, like making noise, and I'd be like, oh my god, I get scared. And then he had this Ronald Reagan, fucking rubber-ass Ronald Reagan mask, dude. That was fucking scary as shit for some reason. I mean, it's Ronald Reagan, right? And I would just go like walking around, and he would just like be in the attic. Like I'd have to go in there, and he would just be in there like.
He was just waiting for you in the attic with the mask on.
Yeah, like weird shit like that. Like, like.
Well, when my grandfather
scared
passed,
the fuck out of me.
My lights in the house would flicker all the time right after my grandfather passed, right? And sometimes we had an alarm system, and when you open up a door, go beep beep beep, let you know a door was opening and closing. Well, that alarm, that beep 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 would go off, and I'd be like in the other room, and I'm like, holy fuck, did someone walk in the patio, whatever? And the lights would flicker right after he died, and I'm like, God, so I called my brother. I'm like, you got to come check the electric. Like, I think we're surging, something's going on. And my sister-in-law is a psychic, and she said, that's your grandpa. That's grandpa. And there's something that he doesn't feel settled about. Now, I know she,
Isn't your sister-in-law also a porn chick?
No, it's different.
It's like, man, she's a jack of all trades, that one.
Master of none. No. This is a different one. She's a psychic. And I, for real, was like, you're crazy. And she said, no, you've got to stand your ground and tell grandpa to go. You got to tell him to get out.
You did that?
He's in the house. So I'm like, all right, I'll do it. Because I'm like, I don't know. The lights were flickering. And I was like, I was like, okay, like, grandpa, you gotta go, you gotta get out. And I did this whole, and then lights never flickered again. So did you know,
as fuck.
But did you know, according to her, she's a medium, not like she speaks to dead people. Did you know that ghosts have notoriously been known something with electricity? And it's very common when you have all these lot of light flickers and small surges, they say it's like a spirit. I don't know how much I believe this, but I told him to leave and it stopped. And I'm telling you, my girlfriend can verify this story.
So this is real.
This is for real.
Wow.
So, I don't know. But I wasn't really scared. I was more like, what a pain in the ass he is. Let me tell him to get out.
Wow.
I wasn't really scared.
You're like, I'm paying for electric fucking. Can you not be fucking doing this shit?
Seriously,
you don't pay bills
I kept
around
thinking
here.
the house is going to burn. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've got something serious because the lights were constantly flickering. Crazy, but yeah, that's.
Yeah, I've never had anything like that ever. Like, I would get scared sometimes in my room at night because it was like the door had wood, it was like wood grain. And so the grain of on the door made it like a devil. And so I remember just at night and all I could think of was the laugh from fucking Vincent Price from Thriller because I was about that age. Because that video scared the shit out of me when it first came out, dude. That was I had to face my fears. If that came on MTV and I was alone in the living room, would I watch it? Because it was it scared me,
Hey, I think we've covered it all.
Michael Jackson Thriller ruled. Shout out to fucking the Rick Baker.
Shout out to Kai Von Doom.
Shout out to Kai Von Doom.
We're going to have Kai back with a different subject with our generational. I want to do a whole dating with Kai, between how they date now as opposed to how, we had to when we were kids, all the ridiculous. So we're going to podcast again with Kai. But
I can't
horror,
wait.
had to have Kai for the horror, man.
Yeah, we had a lot more options, I feel like, back then, but there's new options to kind of make up for some of the old ones.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so we're going to have Kai back for that, but
I can't wait.
Yeah, Kai, shout out your Instagram.
My Instagram is Kai, KAI _Von Doom, VONDOOM.
And I'm going to put everything in the comment section,
find us too.
Yeah,
Kai Von Doom Comedy on Facebook.
Yeah, come find us at Todd Gristle and at Cindy Arena Comedy, right?
Cindy Arena Comedy, all of that.
Gabby
gonna
too.
Be in there. Gabby, shout out. Jump in here for a minute, Gab. Come on, Gab. Stand up over here.
Gabby, how did you feel about what would you rate? What was your favorite part of the show as you were sitting there listening? I just want to know.
Oh, jeez. I like Taylor Swift talk.
The Gaza? Taylor Swift going on and got right. You could just see the bright light coming around her when she got into right into the strip. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen,
Thank you.
Shout out to Gabby. He's gonna be on. He's moving to Boston. Our boy's moving up. Yay. So we're gonna have Gabby on too. So here we are. Podcast room set up. We are ready. Degenerate Boomer. Let's go.
All right.
Peace out.
Late.